Hello, America. Welcome to the Heavy Montes podcast and my comedy show. Now, in America, we're going to start talking about the government shutdown. Somebody told me, they said that the Republicans are looking for a lifeline. They want to shut the government down and blame it on the Democrats. So, Democrats, we have to start talking now. It is the Republicans who want to shut the government down. All right. And they need a good excuse. An excuse for not giving you health care. You see what I'm saying? For not taking and making sure we should take away those Medicare kid cuts. And take that money that they give to the billionaires and give it back to the American people. You see what I'm saying? So they don't want to do that. They need an excuse. The excuse, like they always use, is the Democrats. The Democrats have something that they say, okay, we will take and let you pass a budget. And we'll pass a budget together. And Donald Trump has directed MAGA Mike Johnson not to even talk to the Democrats. No meetings. They say you take it or you leave it. And the Democrats, we say no. And we're talking right now in America because we don't want them to start lying on September the 28th. And it's too late. And the Democrats are trying to tell you what really happened. What's happening in America is the Democrats said, look, we need the people to have health insurance. Okay? Restore the subsidies for health insurance so people can afford to stay alive and pay their health insurance. Restore that. Do that for the people. The Republicans are saying, no, we're not doing nothing for the American people because they're taking all the money and giving it to the billionaires. You see what I'm saying, America? Okay? So we need everybody to go out and make sure you read exactly what's going on. Okay? And it is the Republicans. Don't let them lie. You understand, America? They have the House. They have the Senate. They have enough votes, to pass whatever they need to pass. You understand? Without the Democrats' help, they say. That's a lie. They need the Democrats' help to pass the bill. So they need to negotiate with us. And we are for the American people, the Democratic Party. They're for the billionaires. Now, I want to say something, about the DOJ and hate speech, right? There's something called the First Amendment. You understand? And people need to look up the definition of what is hate speech. Hate speech incites a riot. You understand? Tell people to do bad things, like Donald Trump did. That's hate speech. That's why on one of my podcasts, I said, if Pan Bonde is, true in what she's saying, and she's not going to allow hate speech, and the definition of hate speech is somebody who incites a riot and tell people to go do some shit. You understand? So Donald Trump, hey, you can't do it. You got to take a look at that. You see what I'm saying, America? This is what we have. A jokey Republican Party. These people are dangerous. Now, America, they're getting real scared, those Republicans. They're still in hiding. That's right. They're in hiding because they know what's going down. So, America, this is Heavy Montez saying, do not let them lie and tell you that the Democrats want to shed. Why would the Democrats let the Republican Party pass a bill that take away health care from the American people? That, we did that once already. We didn't fight last time strong enough. We should have shut their ass down the last time. You see what I'm saying? But now they're coming back again with the same old story. But this time, America, no is the answer. Like John Lennon said, yes is the answer. Heavy said, no is the answer. We're not negotiating with the Republicans and selling out to the American people. They might be thinking out there with Donald Trump. The Republican Party, the House and the Senate, and they voted the House and the Republican Senate. Heavy Monty got to tell you, voted not to release the Jeffrey Epstein files. Now, Charlie Kirk, let's get back to Charlie Kirk. You know what I'm saying? Now, Charlie Kirk has several videos out there saying that he demanded, and wanted to release the Jeffrey Epstein tapes. He said on videos and interviews with prominent, news reporter, those mega influencers, and to all the young people who out there. That's what I told you. Charlie Kirk might have been, Heavy ain't gonna talk about him no more. Nasty. He might have been a lot of bad things, but Charlie Kirk was not a pedophile protector. You see what I'm saying? And criminal organization. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump and the Republican Party is a criminal organization. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. Any crime, commit any crime you want. You know what I'm saying? And they'll take care of you. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Pardon you. Go sit on the floor of the White House. Shit, it's cool. Beat a couple cops up, policemen. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Assassinate a Minnesota, See what I'm saying? Lady in Minnesota and her husband and then her dog. You ain't heard a peep from any of those right-wing people. You know what I'm saying? When that poor lady lost her life and her husband in Minnesota, You see what I'm trying to say? Senator Klobuchar came out, and she's a real neat lady. And she's she's a lady that, can hold herself together. And she was talking about it. They brought tears to our eyes over that when they shot that woman down in Minnesota, when they shut down Gabby. And most of the crimes are done by right-wing people. Now, the Department of Justice had it up on their website that the right-wing, people were committing all these crimes and assassinating people, something like 70 to 80%. You see what I'm trying to say? They took it down and went out and lied the next day and blamed it on us, called us leftists and shit. Man, liberals, man, we ain't got time for that shit. Hell, we trying to stay alive, watch our back. Make sure maggots don't jump on us. You see what I'm trying to say? We damn sure ain't looking for trouble. You see what I'm saying? You can't even goddamn protest and shit. You never know maggot might show up. You see what I'm saying? With some bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So that means that the government that we have is trying to take away our freedom of speech, our freedom of protest, a freaking dictatorship. Now in America, a moment of heaviness. Heavy Monty like to look around and see things to try to make the American people laugh. Heavy Monty's a comedian, you know that, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I did a short yesterday in front of the VFW, Veteran of Foreign Wars. Made the wife stop by, hang out there for a while. And that shot was in front of the tank that they have, parked in front of the VFW. And I said that, be cool because the tank may be showing up in your area. The tank is on my YouTube channel. That short is on my YouTube channel. Please go look at it, all right? And some of my other shorts that are comedy, trying to be a comedian. America, a rookie. A rookie comedian and a rookie podcaster. But I'm having a whole lot of fun, America. But anyway, Memphis, Tennessee. Somebody told me that 2 National Guard tanks are missing. And they blame it on the locals. Have you been in the military now? You just can't drive a tank. You gotta know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So 2 tanks are missing. They're saying they don't know who got them. I sure hope they're not in the hands of bad people that can hurt our people. But this is kind of incompetent shit that we got for a president. Now, somebody told me, James Carville. James Carville, he's got a podcast. I watch him every day. And he said, the Republican Party just need to come to the conclusion, come to the conclusion that they have a criminal for a president. He said that, right? And I said, heavy nose. You know what I'm saying? I used to, be an executive officer for a military police company. MP, military police, in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, right? I was an executive officer, Went around, made sure that the policemen got everything they needed, you know what I'm saying? The administrative guy, you know what I'm saying? That's what I did, My lieutenant said he'd rather fight crime. He sent me down there and meet with everybody and said we need shoes, socks, supplies, guns, ammo, and all that shit, the budget. I did that. You see what I'm trying to tell you? So I'm close to law enforcement. I work on the drug enforcement team. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, all I'm trying to tell you, America, Donald Trump, they are a criminal organization. Okay? Let me tell you what happened now. So Donald Trump interviewed the people who work for him. You see some of them people who work for him. You see what I'm saying? Some of them damn people can be in a horror movie. You know what I'm saying? An axe killer or something. You know what I'm saying? They come up there, that bald head guy they got, the one who's Stephen Miller, that's his name. He comes, he look just like Goebbels. You know, bald head. Come on there. Yes, we're gonna get rid of all the people that are not white. Those dark people are taking our place. I'll tell you right now, a black woman president, outrageous. That's the kind of stuff. Racism, white, right in the open. You see what I'm trying to tell you? And the American people, now since we knew who Donald Trump is, we're sitting back because a maggot friend of mine called me. He said, Heavy, he said, I hate to admit this shit, man. He said, but I effed up. I said, what happened? He said, man, you must be looking at me like I'm crazy and stuff. But you know what I did? I said, Donald Trump and them Republicans run a good game. But I don't understand if somebody's selling you a load of shit like they were selling like racism and, you know, and the Hispanics and stuff, you know, or bad people, and the blacks were taking your place and shit, and women couldn't obey their man, and the woman's body, their choice. You know, a woman don't have the right to her body, fire all the black people, talking about, you know, the minorities, the people who are the minorities, right? They're scratching the shit. All the white people up top. But the white people up top, you know, just a few of them. See? All the ones in the behind that little elite crowd up there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, suffering and being played for fool, especially the red states. So have you laugh, you know, because you used to laugh about it. You used to say, I made a mistake and I'm voting Democrat. I'm following the Heavy Mountain. I'm gonna, you know, take and you know, sign up for his YouTube channel so they can listen to him and listen to the people and vote Democrat. Because I tell you what, America, we're not lost. Don't give up. You know, everybody who know me say that I'm an optimist. You know, yeah. And I think that if you're a Christian, you should be an optimist or whatever your faith is, and you believe in what you believe in. You should be optimistic about it. Huh? You shouldn't be a pessimist. You shouldn't be a Republican. You shouldn't be Donald Trump. Huh? You should be a person of love. Huh? A person who mind your own business and respect the choices of others. You understand, America? But the Republican Party say that's not so. In the greatest country in the world, they turn us against each other. They use music, country music. You know what I'm saying? They've been using music forever to separate people. Heavy Monty and listening to it all. You might stop by my house and I be playing some polka for Spanish music. I don't know how to, I can't speak Spanish, but now they got these damn earphones. And I love Spanish music, you know, get down on that stuff. I'll be able to, you know, listen to it, these earphones, they can translate it now, you know, and take a little lesson, learn how to speak it on the internet. Instead of going around talking about I'm gonna kick the Spanish people out of the country, I want to learn how to order my damn food in Spanish. You see what I'm trying to tell you? You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the culture of my damn country. But no, that's not somebody Republican. So no, you know, we don't have enough space for those poor damn people. We had enough damn space for everybody else that came into the goddamn Ellis Island in New York. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden you pull in the damn race card, talking about people can't come in here. Man, let them damn people in this country. You see what I'm trying to tell you? You know, let them in. That's what I say. Let as many as we can get. Especially the ones that are hurting and starving. To build a country and put them in the military to help us and shit. Doctors, lawyers, and all that kind of stuff. This is we got to show this. You see what I'm saying? So America, this is Heavy Monte for the Heavy Monte podcast and the Heavy Monte comedy show. Don't let a tank come to your community. Okay? You know, because there are two, they say, missing in Memphis, Tennessee. We don't know who got them. But I can't wait for Donald Trump to explain this shit. You know what I'm saying? Pete Hegseth might have got drunk and went on a joyride. You never know. They're fired up playing all that shit in the doggone jungle, got ripped out a bunch of trees and ran over somebody's house or something, man. You never know what the hell going on in our military. You know what I'm saying? So America in a whole lot of trouble. That's why we got to vote out the Republicans. This is Heavy Monte for the Heavy Monte podcast, the Heavy Monte comedy show, saying never, ever vote for a Republican. Don't do it. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel.